Hello and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a new Game Plus recording, so there will be spoilers, you've been warned. I'm going to start on the Terran Armada DLC. And we're taking Andreja along because Andreja. At some point I need to team up with Sarah, but I want to be doing a bunch of small things because I probably will end up triggering her companion quest. I don't want to do that in the middle of Terran Armada. So between recordings, I went out and did a whole bunch of loot sales, and then I kept running around and accumulating digipix and ammunition because they were both getting kind of low. You'll notice we have quite a lot of ammunition over there. Yeah, I basically ran around and sat there, just, chilled, all that. We still have quite a lot of credits. Don't know why I'm taking the long way out.
Assuming all systems are nominal, we are ready to depart.
Okay, so we've got, I think that shield is new, and the paint job. So I got a nice Class C shield in, and I painted us a nice dark green, which means we probably need to adjust all of our power settings again. I think I'm going to do my next. Thank you, Barrett. I'm going to do my next ship design when I hit level 60 or so, because that's when I get the rest of the stock parts unlocked. Okay. Just to verify, our top speed is 256, 257. Boost speed is huge. And if I turn around, we can move backwards at that speed too. So we can basically outrun about anything. Although, we're bumping up against the limit on how much mass we can have. These engines are using up as much power as we can route to them. Can't add any more of them. Anyway. We need to head to Nirvana 1. Okay, so she recognizes me as Vanguard.
Welcome to the search party.
Interesting.
My name's Agent Yamoja. Happy to have your help. Don't I know it? You guys go above and beyond. Supra et ultra.
She's a fan.
So here's the details. We're looking for a Trident luxury liner. She's a big girl, but space is bigger. And it's definitely been a challenge to canvass the area. We've made estimates based on the ship's trajectory and last known position, so we're not totally blind. One place we haven't explored a ton is the asteroid field up ahead. A few ships have peeked around there, but haven't stuck their heads in. Then you have my gratitude. Let me send you the telemetry data on where to scout.
Okay, use cruise mode to reach the destination here. So we get pointed in the right direction. You may have noticed that the graphics are turned down a bit. I was reading up on the possible bugs. I always check this. Going into new code here, the free lanes update has been very nice to me, but I saw a bunch of reports of crashes and soft locks and so on. So to try to avoid hitting those, I've turned my graphics down. I've re-archived some things. Oh, and my local system, I've finally got everything updated. Between the recent report of some very bad security problems and some problems talking to the Ubuntu PPA, it's been a bit of a battle, but we're back. Anyway. It also means that I'm running a bit cooler, which is very nice. I've got all of my hot hardware jammed into a small case, which I knew was going to be a problem going in. I don't worry too much about crashes. And for the soft locks, the key thing is do things in the way that a casual quality assurance agent would do them, who's been playing the game a lot and just kind of zaps through. So, yeah. I'm not diverting to the anomaly. It's also a lot farther than my destination, so yeah. Okay, this isn't actually the search area. Oh, it is. Okay. Now, we do still have the conduction grid, so I don't expect that this little bit of lightning is going to be hurting us at all. Oh, we found something. Opulence of the Stars. So I wonder if this is similar in layout to the Siren of the Stars, which we just got done with recently. It's huge.
Ship's docked. Let's go.
I am betting, from a game design standpoint, this is going to be, let's see. What am I going to bet? They took the Siren of the Stars, but they didn't want to just use it as it was. They added stuff to it. So it'll be the Siren of the Stars layout with things added, I'm betting. So I expect to see areas internally that will be familiar. Okay, Andreja. Which weapon do you... Oh. Hey,
Need something, dearest? A good team always shares the load.
did I give you a better weapon? Yes, I did. I need to have you use it. Let's have you use the mag shear. That way you're not getting too close to the keel hauler. The mag shear's got enough oomph.
I'm sorry to see you go.
And apparently, oh yeah, that's right. when I go do sales of weapons, what I'll do is I will set my hot buttons so 1 and 3 are the melee weapon and the pistol. But then I put it back here. I forgot to do that. So button 1 is set star stuff, button 2 is void form, button 3 is phase time. And no star stuff within range. Okay, so we need to find out what's going on here. There would probably be recordings of some sort. Now I did accumulate a whole bunch of... I was down to like 5 digipicks. So let's see. Outside, inside, inside, outside. Kind of obvious. Okay, advanced salsas. I hardly ever use those. They don't seem to come up on my my list when I look at pistols by DPS. Okay, nobody home. We have a receptacle. Now, I have some power cells, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if there's power cells around here, because that might be something, you know, they might have used it to gate things.
Quite cold here. Too bad one cannot layer spacesuits like sweaters.
Now, see, if I'd used a emergency power cell that I had on me, I would have missed all this loot. I may or may not loot a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to search out everything, but on the other hand, you know, oh, wait a minute. On the other hand, you know, if there is something interesting, I'll pick it up. If there's other stuff near it, I'll pick that up too. You know how it is. Okay. Most importantly, digipicks, ammunition, anything with information on it that would help us figure out what's going on. Inside, outside, inside. Okay, outside here, boom, and outside here. Whoop, almost put that one in the wrong one. Computer's dead. Analyzer's advanced deep space binding helmet. Cool. More digipicks. So I'm betting that when they designed this, they put enough digipicks and emergency power thingies in so you can get everything important. See, we had a lock there and a couple of digipicks there. Okay, expert level lock. You're not used. You are potentially on the outside. You're potentially on the outside. You must be on the inside, one of those directions. So you and you together would handle ring 1. And you together handle ring 2. Which means I can use you and you to handle ring 3. Yeah, there we go. So we had a bunch of credits and some pharmaceuticals. No clue stuff. Okay. Stairway up, which we will defer for the moment. Books that we can't loot. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Daniel Fogel, named guy.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Trident crew member. If he's got a name, he's not just a random dead body. Ellie Icow. So Ellie and Daniel so far. Report Mayday.
You getting the lights back on? I don't know. I'm not an engineer, but it doesn't look like anything's actually wrong. They're disrupting power somehow. The systems won't switch over. All right, we tried. Let's call it quits and book it out of here while we can. Hold on. Give me a minute first. I might be able to use the reserves to squeeze out a signal long enough for a quick message. Oh God. Ellie, they're here. I can hear them. Please, we have to go! Okay, got it. Testing. This is Ellie Icow, aboard the Opulence of the Stars. If anyone can hear this, we've been attacked by... Ellie, it's it... Daniel? No, you must...
Metal footsteps. A novice lock. Both. Okay. So, one of those there, one of those there. And the Apollo will come in handy. That gets us a little extra persuade. So if we had just, plugged in a power thingy, we might have missed that information. This looks kind of familiar. Okay, power cord is inserted there. And Tree, wake up. Pull extra juice from the backup power cell sealed up in engineering behind the log console. Okay. Open the doors. Couple power cells. There's a power cell plugged in. Now the other ship had switches, power switches, which we had to switch to turn off the, well, it interrupted the life support systems just enough to cause a alarm. Anything else of interest in here? Digipix. Okay, I think we got everything. So we are ready to go through here. Quick save. Power cell. No one lying in wait.
Elevator offline. Restore local power to resume functionality.
Okay, so we have to restore power and then go through the elevator, no doubt. Okay, this is where we have been warned about a possible soft lock. Well, there's a solution to this one, and if it happens, I will use the solution. So we put in the power cell. Okay. Switch. Activate. So the bug would be that switch doesn't activate sometimes, but it worked. So now we put the power cell here. And close the door behind me. That's normal. We got a vent to get out. So if you... Come on. If you put in that first power cell and the switch doesn't work, basically what you have to do is jump up here and go in through here, and you'll be able to get to the right place. Yeah, we come out and throw the other switch. Don't push the other switch. Now, this one does not have, but it does have this switch, which will open that door. We have restored power. I'm so smart. Just to the engineering deck, though. That means we can use the elevator. I heard something, sounded like screams, muffled screams.
Things I would do if I had power like that.
People up there. Survivors. Okay. It is possible. Well, no. Let's head for the survivors. That sounded important. Yeah, I will come back and loot this later, or earlier if it turns out that we are locked by not having something. bloody security door. Security robot, and since Starstuff does not sense him, push through the Terran forces. Okay, I will need to use phase time. Okay.
Nothing there now.
Okay, it looks like they're running around, probably on a lower floor. New and different looking weapons. Modified MGP ballistic rifle. Let's get them cleared out. Okay. So this is the same basic layout as the passenger cabins on the Siren of the Stars. It's like we're in the upper floor.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there's something worthy.
Okay, so we've gone down each side. The area in the middle is all glass. And I'm suspecting that we would be seen from below.
We are very effective, are we not?
Yes, we are. And of course, I have no clue where they are when they're not aggroed on me. There's another security door. So we're looking for something that might open that door. Something tells me I didn't get them all. Oh, purser. Well, we're looking for a place that might open a door. Oops. Okay, so push through forces has disappeared. Now it says investigate the rest of the ship. Need to open a door. This guy might have it. Remote security door control. Open door. Security information. Several strewn about the employee badges and access cards strewn about the employee areas. Some left in guest rooms. Your access cards are your life. Suite 4 will be reserved. Oh, we need to go into Suite 4. Okay, I'm hoping that it got the other security door too, but this one's... Well, profit is not the most important thing, but, you know... Anything else in here? I think I got everything except for the novice. Okay, inside, both. So if this is the inside here, we need a 2 like this. Which means I need to line up this guy here. Some credits. Okay, well, it was good exercise. I'm thinking we can defer major looting, but I do need to go back to Stateroom 4, which was specifically called out. This has got to be the stairs down to that cargo area where we talked to Rokov, if this is going to be similar to the Siren of the Stars. Yep. Nope. Oh, this is the way we came in. Duh. I'm an idiot. Okay, I guess the way we came in replaces the cargo area that Rokov was in when we got into the Siren. We're looking for Stateroom 4. Here it is. Yep, requires computer, just like the Siren of the Stars. So this is an advanced lock, so neither, either, both, inside, both, inside. So those three are the ones that are potentially the right ones. And that one was just calling out to me.
Does this contain sensitive data? Valuable, perhaps?
I see, yes. Data chip presentation.
As you can already see, these results show the potential for technological advancements in robotics previously thought impossible.
Wait for that. VIP card. That's got to be important.
Emergency procedures initiated. Power routed to backup reserves. Please remain calm.
I'm sure it's nothing. They do these security drills every so often. Please, continue.
Sir, we've come to escort you to a more secure area.
I understand the importance of you performing these safety exercises, but I pay good money to not be disturbed with such nonsense.
I'm afraid we have to make an exception. I can explain more on the way, but we need to get moving to the vaults.
I'm afraid the rest of your presentation will have to wait, Miss Moreau. Apparently even money can't save us from the tedium of procedure. But rest assured, I will be having a word with demonstration when we get there.
Okay. And no clues, but a mag sniper. Wow. That may be a better sniper than what I've got. Holy smoke. So it's about the same DPS, but it's a lot harder hitting. We'll give it a shot. It gives me an alternative. So, leaving a lot of loot behind. I'm thinking loot on the way out, assuming we can. If we can't, at this point, I've got 1.3 million credits, and if we miss out on some loot, I'm not too worried. Quick save and lounge a casino. Good weapons don't do any good if I keep missing somebody up there. Anybody else?
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Now, I do want to loot these assault bots because we're getting that new kind of weapon, and if I start collecting a bunch of them, there's a better chance that I'll come across one that's got some good mods on it, since we can't mod them quite yet. That's just rude. Shooting people on the toilet. I don't know who these Terrans are. Hand-loading MGP ballistic rifle epic. Okay. It's got some mods on it. We'll see how that stacks up. In fact, let's take a look at that now. So by DPS, Elegance is still our highest single DPS weapon, but it's only got 8 shots in the mag, and it fires them in pairs, which is why it's got such high DPS. So here's the highest DPS MGP ballistic rifles. They're sitting here at 1,000. The hand loading, it's only 750, so it's got to be a lower grade before it was made rare. Double damage to targets with full health. I'm going to put that on my 6, so it's my tertiary rifle. So for rifle stuff, I've got you, and you, and you. You do not have a scope. We are still working on scoped weapons. Where do we go here? Sniper certification. I did spend my last skill point on particle beam weapons. So I figured we were going to be doing some ship-to-ship combat. I don't know, maybe I should have just stuck with focusing completely on the gunplay.
I will never grow tired of seeing that.
Somebody fired at me. Phase time this time, which is what I intended to do. Okay, this has got a kick that counteracts my phase time, unfortunately. Ah. Shooting over his head. There we go. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to keep the hard targets. More of them robots I need to loot. Oh, you are Mark II. And you have a Berserker Advanced MGP laser rifle.
We should move on. If there's nothing.
So the MGP stuff is still, it's not charting up on the top of my list. Keep that instigating one because it does double damage. Okay, expert level lock. Nobody. So this is going to be inner ring. It'll be there if it's anywhere. This is the number 2 ring, there if it's anywhere. So you have 2 possible places. Bingo. Okay. Gosh, a vault key. I wonder what that's for.
Anything here worth taking?
Just interact with the scanner. He's not lootable. Okay. Sometimes dead things are just scenery. Let's loot first before we interact with the scanner. Antiques. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, here goes. Quick save just in case.
If you're listening to this, then whatever scan those Terrans used to identify us is working. And you're not one of them. I'm sorry for locking you in here. I wish I could explain everything right now, but I can't. I don't know what's going on. And I don't imagine there's much time, so just trust me for now. Please.
That's the lady that did the presentation in
Take
room
this chip
4.
and place it in the robotic frame. If all goes well, they'll take things from there.
This is the technology she was talking about. Okay. And it's the frame that couldn't be looted. Aha. Hold on. What about...
We should not skip an opportunity to line our pockets.
Speak to Delta.
Moving up. Initializing. Current frame. Registered as Terran. Aggression levels. Elevated. Evaluating adversarial response. Issuing warning. Attempt at action will be considered hostile attack. Violence will be dealt with and neutralized accordingly. Current occupant. Designation as enemy. Status pending. Aggression protocols deferred. Control routed to processor. Behavior dependent on target. According to observations, target at biological disadvantage. Continuing analysis.
Did he just call me a meatbag?
Permissions pending. Cooperation with Terran affiliates is restricted. Scans indicate present human is non-Terran. Updating interaction accordingly. Proposal. Assist me as secondary. Creator's mission must be completed. Constrained by Terran frame, but enhanced mobility and calculations present unique advantages. Full capabilities would overwhelm your cognition. Superior in every way to you is likely sufficient. Though your presence not entirely without use. Require auxiliary support to retrieve Creator. Human opposes Terrans. Can obtain further vantage through Delta Unit. This arrangement benefits all involved. Sufficient?
Not all things remain as they are created. Perhaps we should see what this one does with the gift of life.
I am reminded of another AI that we helped out.
Derived from differential between two units of notable disparity. Benchmark includes gulf between Delta and others. Label eases cognitive burden for stunted rate of processing speed in humans. Minimum requirements for agreement have been met. Terms acceptable. Establishing new moniker. Auxiliary human. Recompiling. Updating interactions accordingly.
Auxiliary
Stand
human.
back during local interface.
Is that, am I the auxiliary human or is he?
Initiating bypass sequence. Breaching encryption layer. Success.
Return to my ship. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be an opposed return. But we have extra guns now. How am I doing on my... Do I need to kill 5 more?
Do it again.
Oh, there's a human down there. Let's head around here. See if I can get a bead on the human.
Beginning.
What the heck? Good start. Okay. I guess I'm not going to worry about looting. The main thing here is to get going in the Terran Armada DLC. We could even just run like the blazes. There we go. And I got a level up. So now I can get to rank 3. I need to do 250 more enemies with a scope weapon to get to number 4. That's going to take a while.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Will you say something? He must be up above. Let's go get him. Don't know whether he's above us or below us, but he's not somewhere we can get to. Okay. This is the way we originally came in.
Potential combatant detected. System failure.
This way? Yeah.
Freeze. Right where you are.
Hostile weapon assessed as problem for auxiliary human.
You've got a very short window to tell me why you're working with the Terrans. Well, it looks like you missed one. Wouldn't think you'd be palling around with it like it's your best friend, if that were true. Seems to be playing along as an ally for now. But you think that's going to last forever? It's certainly a hard sell, but we might not get another chance like this. At the very least, the fact we're even having a conversation right now means it's worth entertaining for the moment. But I'm not letting you two off that easily. If you're vouching for this thing, there are going to be conditions.
Incorrect. Not thing. Delta.
Right. Delta. Quite the ego it's got. I get the feeling you and this Delta are going to end up tipping the scales in all this. We'll see in which direction that ends up being soon enough. Either way, the people heading up this operation are going to want to see you about it. Both of you. I think you'll find the relationship mutually beneficial. Meet them at Anchor Point. Dingy dive out on the free lanes. When you get there, order a Vocatus Vacuos at the bar.
Not
I'll
just
send you the
vacuous. Got it.
coordinates. And make sure you don't forget to bring our rogue Terran there. Best to keep friends close, and potential enemies closer.
Don't worry. If auxiliary human cannot continue, I will carry on my mission.
So I am the auxiliary human. Okay. So Lost Luxury still says return to ship. I expected the Lost Luxury to be done with when we accepted a separate quest to go somewhere.
Some kind of EMP.
Ooh, undock is grayed out.
Consistent with Terran-based gravitational disruption technology. Gravitic devices will be rendered inert while active.
Disruption tech? Are you saying they took out our grav drives? That shouldn't be possible.
The limits of human imagination have no bearing on factual actuality.
Right. Assuming what they say is true, we're basically dead in the water movement till we take out whatever's doing this. For now, see if you can pinpoint wherever that wave came from. Maybe the sensors picked something up.
Action unrequired. Location trace of Terran vessel already completed prior to unnecessary conversation.
Intercept the Terran assault unit using cruise mode. Okay.
Coordinates have been uploaded for auxiliary human.
Sounds like you two have things handled then. I'll leave it to you.
Major incursion, Nirvana 4A. So, Lost Luxury says intercept it. Go to all. So, we're about to do a major incursion. Got it. Okay. So, yeah. Undock.
We're free and clear for flight.
Get us up to speed. So Nirvana 4A. Turn on the autopilot so it will stop us when we get there. Engines are up to a full. We just got a trivial bump in Barrett's affinity, don't know why. Terran Reclaimer.
A formidable structure, but not for long.
Just got their brand right.
Oh, come on. Getting some nasty pilot-induced oscillations here. Terran Reclaimer. He's a big boy.
Seals. Check. Air pressure. Check. Ship integrity. Check. We're clear.
Let's do this. Oh, zero gravity. Okay, so we can't crouch to stealth. So let's see here. Go to phase time and start out full health. I think this could be another case where focus on getting the job done, not looting. We will have plenty of time to loot later. Loading bay, okay. Shut down the robot troops.
Since we are here, we should take a look and see what is being stored.
You guys take care of the combat. I'm gonna see if I can shut down the troops here. Advanced lock. Inside, outside, neither, both. Okay, so outside is here. Or there? Yeah. Emergency robot shutdown. Find the engineering access code. Initiate self-destruct. Okay. Drill engine room. Expert lock. No doubt if you can't do the lock picking, they have other ways of getting in. Maybe Bob's dropped something, but I didn't train my lock picking up for nothing. Okay, so this would require boom, boom, boom. Okay, so those two are the middle ring. Let's do an auto slot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, auto slot didn't buy us a whole lot because that was where I was leaning. You and you. Class X assault ship Terran Reclaimer. Emergency self-destruct. Abandon.
Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Please evacuate to a minimum safe distance.
Not hard.
Could not hope to win, so they fled.
Especially if you're not spending any time trying to loot stuff. Apparently I hit B for board. Okay, let's back away from here and then turn around and look.
I'll go before this place takes us with it.
There's the incursion done. Lost Luxury mission updated.
Process complete. Set frequency to match hostile signatures as device was sent into overload. Simple adjustment. Luck not a factor. System did as it was programmed to do. Terran forces were accordingly nullified. Attempt at awareness requires improvement. Lowering appreciation variable. Programming beyond need for praise. Results were expected. Your support was acceptable. Data has been duplicated and stored, but will take time to sort and analyze. Let us continue mission. We'll revisit query at later time. If beneficial to completion of current mission, we'll comply. For now.
Good point. Okay, so we cleared incursion. Terran Armada blocks fast travel to and from locations with major incursions. To reach one, use cruise mode. We already know that. It's another system. Grav jump to any other location in that system, then use cruise mode. So it doesn't blank out the entire system to incoming grav drives. Okay, Into the Void is the next one. Did that clear? Yeah, that cleared Lost Luxury. So we are done. And we are ready to go on to the next recording. So I will chop this here. When we come back, it will be Into the Void.